What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls Remastered Guided Playthrough for the PS4. And last episode, we went through the depths and took out the Gaping Dragon. We also took out Knight Kirk and upgraded our sword a little bit. We also saved the Pyromancer, Laurentis, and we made our way back to the Northern Undead Asylum. And that's where we're at right now. So we're going to proceed forward. This is a kind of an optional area. I mean, yeah, kind of an optional area. You don't have to do this to complete the game, but it's beneficial because of the items you get. Plus, there's the crows that I told you about towards the beginning of the game. So now that you're back here, you can trade with the crows if you want. I don't plan on trading with them right now, but I'll show you where they are, and you can hear them talk to you. Let's get rid of these enemies first, though. Be careful here, about these sports-type enemies. They can be kind of a pain if you let them get too close to you. Just kind of take them on one at a time, just to avoid that. That move right there will help a lot if you hit with it. Alright, so if you walk out here, you can hear him talking to you.
Give me warm, give me soft.
Okay, so basically what I told you before, you just you go to your menu here, and if you want to like drop an item, you go here and you drop it, right? When you drop it, it just puts it on the ground, and you can see it. And you put it in the nest, and then you log out, and then you log back in, and then they'll have taken that item and given you a different item for the one you dropped. But only certain ones work. There's a list online you can look at. I don't really know all of them right off, but I'm trying to think if I know one right off. I think you could trade rubbish. If you have rubbish in your inventory, you can drop rubbish and it'll trade something. Maybe either a large Titanite shard or a the next Titanite shard. I can't remember what it's called right off. Oh my goodness, it's late at night here, so after work, so I'm kind of not thinking straight right now. Just kind of tired, but. Anyways, make your way back inside here. There's a couple hollows. There's one over there, and then there's one right there. Try not to walk on the middle right here just yet, because there's a boss down there that you drop on top of. What we want to do is go through and explore the place we came from earlier and get some items first. Go ahead and hit your bonfire, because if you don't, then when you die, you'll have to go back to the last one you rested at, and the last one we rested at was the Firelight Shrine. So if we die on the boss, we'll have to go back to Firelight Shrine and get with the crow again, and it'll take some time to get back up here. So if you're human form, it'd be a good opportunity to go ahead and kindle this fire. Go ahead and give yourself 10. If you happen to die, come back. You'll have 10 instead of 5. And make your way up here. Up here is I think a Silver Knight? Yeah, Silver Knight. I don't want to kill this guy. I think he drops a white Titanite chunk. That's what they're called, Titanite chunks. That's the one after large. So if you can get, if you're able to trade with the crows, you can get some Titanite chunks for some stuff. These guys here, by the way, are just a one-time deal. He dropped a red Titanite chunk instead, so that's for the chaos path of weapon building, if you want. Alright, so go up this stairs here, and you're going to come across the place you came in the first of the game. If you see a guy right there, I don't know if you can see him through the bars right there, you see that kind of light looking dude. That's Oscar. He went hollow, and now he's going to try to kill you, so be ready. He's not too hard to fight, but just be ready. See him right there? He's gonna come after us now. So now that he's hollow, he's now an enemy. Yeah, but he's not too hard though. Alright. So there's Oscar. No more Oscar. Got your crush shield. Crush shield, let's see. Alright, Shield of Nameless Knight, likely a high-ranked Knight of Astora. One of the enchanted blue shields. The Crest Shield greatly reduces magic damage. Alright. Let's see if there's anything in there. Nah, in there. Okay. And then, so that's down to put us back out at the front. Down there. Or before. As you can see, the ball is still there. So you want to kind of walk off the edge up here so you don't get hit with the ball. And proceed up the steps. Be ready for the hollow right here. They're a little bit stronger since you came back. They're not the same hollows that were in here before. Just a tad stronger. And this time when we go over, we're going to have more than one in this room right here. And two. That's okay though. Remember your kick attack? Come out. And then remember that key we picked up in Finally Shrine? This opens that door. And then we get a new ring. Because remember I showed you towards the beginning of the series here that we couldn't get up here to this yet. Rusted iron ring. Let's take a look at that. This iron ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find this strange ring to their liking will be pleased to find that it's easier to gain footing on poor ground such as swamps. So basically, if you put that ring on, you can like run like you're on land in water. It's like, you know how in water I couldn't run like this. It'd be real slow and sluggish. Well, if you have that ring on, it's like you're just walking normally, right? So it's good stuff. You'll want that later for sure because of a boss or an enemy, not really a boss, like a mini boss we gotta fight. So. Anyways, here's another bonfire. You probably want to go ahead and kindle this one too, so you get your 10. So grab yourself a humanity if you don't have one already. Rest up, kindle, get your 10. Okay, there's that. Remember, when you kindle a fire, it's kindle for good, so you don't ever have to do it again. So if you get 10 here when you start a new game plus later on, if you do that, then it'll still be 10 when you rest at it then as well. Okay, if you remember when we first started the playthrough, we came this way. This is where we came out of when we came out of our cell. So we're going to go back this way. There's an item we need to get down here. And then down this corridor, we have... Oh, let me show you this. I'll show you what this ring does. Oh, there's some water here. I'll show you what it does. So you can see. Alright. So, see, look at that. See how we're walking? And then we're going to put the other one back on. See how we're walking? So, see, it helps you move better in the water. Maybe a waist deep water, I should say. Okay, so I'll give you a look at the boss we're about to fight. He's always been in there, and he was there when we first started the playthrough, but he's still there, so he's right there. That's the boss we're gonna fight right there. I can't remember what he's called. Just something maybe like I don't know if it's a Silent Demon, it might be, but we'll see soon enough. Anyway, this is a Black Knight here. You know, same stuff, just let him attack, counter attack. Not too difficult. Like I said, these are one spawn enemies in this area. They will not respawn. So, and then come down here. So remember, we came out of that cell. Yeah, this one right here. And then this is the one we're gonna go in and grab an item. So, procure your doll. Take a look at that. Yep, you can see where it is. Okay, there we go. Alright, a strange doll in a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. So there's a place later in the game called the painted world of Ariamis. You need that doll in order to get in that world. Otherwise you can't get in there. So, like I said, it's not mandatory that you go to that world to beat the game, but it helps you out a lot because it does have some good items in there you'd like to have. And if you're trying to get the platinum in this game, you need the tail cut off the boss in there. So, anyways, go back up here and rest of the bonfire. If you haven't done so already, you can pull your health back up. So there's two enemies here. There's one to the left and one to the right. They're going to come after you right here. So just go ahead and try to kill those off. Try not to get hit if you can. Avoid it, which I did not. So, because you want all the health you can manage against this boss out here. Because he's not terribly difficult, but he can be kind of a pain. So top off your health if you got hit, and then once you're ready, walk forward. Now you're gonna fall down into a pit. The floor is gonna give way. You're gonna fall down into a pit, and you need to turn around quickly because the boss. Unfortunately, the boss like faces this way. So like if you fall that way, your back is gonna be facing him like right at the get-go. So he can like openly attack you right off the bat. So what you want to do is kind of, if you can, try to face yourself towards him and then walk in there. That way you don't have to worry about him getting a free hit on you. I guess you can do it if you kind of go like this. Not to mention you take fall damage. Yeah, look at that, see? Dead. Just like that. So, yeah, straight even. There you go, that's his name. Well, that didn't work out like I thought it would. Well, luckily we didn't have a whole lot of souls, and we're right there, so you can just drive back at it, no big deal. It gets me every time. I just gotta be careful with it. Yeah, so that fall damage, you're just gonna get it. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks. You just gotta be quick on that roll out of the way. Okay, the idea here is to try to get behind him and stay on his tail if you can. He has this move, back out of the way, let him do it, and then go right back in. Alright, if you can stay on his tail, he'll just keep doing that move right there. That move can hit you if you get too close, it'll knock you down, so you gotta be careful. Fly up, he's gonna drop down, hit him again. Unlock him, run. You're gonna stay away from that move if you can. Remember, like I said, just kind of stay behind him like this. You can do that, and then you'll be alright. And then back away from that move, because it will knock you down. It's like his front-facing aura, I guess you call it aura move or something like that. I'm gonna take a hit here. Maybe not. Yeah, just don't try to get greedy and get more hits than you really should. Just hit him and then back off. Yeah, if you try to get greedy, he's gonna own you. Yep, so there's that forward move. And there we go, that's a straight demon. So, get yourself a hand, man, just beat the straight demon. And you get the rewards from it, Humanity, Homer, Bone. And a Titanite Slab. I'll read that. So, Titanite Slab. Titanite Slab for weapon reinforcement. Legendary slabs were the domain of the gods. Reinforces standard weapons to plus 15. And crystal or lightning weapons to plus 5. Legendary slabs are the heirlooms of the nameless blacksmith deity who forged the weapons of other gods. Weapons forged with this slab become rare or legendary weapons. So, basically, after we use our Titanite shard and get our weapon to plus 5, ascend it to plus 6, take it to plus 10, then we ascend it again. We start using the Titanite chunks, take it to plus 14, and then we can take it to plus 15 with the Titanite slab. So you can use this on your weapon, or you can use it on your armor, whatever, but best to save it for a weapon if you really want to use it a lot. So we're going to use it on our Zweihander, because that's what we're using on the playthrough. So, yep, and then as you can see, the way out is kind of lit up right here. Shows the ladder and stuff, so let's hang it out. Climb back up, and then you'll just drop out where that black knight was, right here, and then up and out. That's it. Straight demon is done, man. And normally when I fight this guy, I have my weapon already maxed to plus 10 for large Titanite shards, but I hadn't done the farming part of it yet to do that, so rest up, get your S's back, maybe what you want to do next. Let's see. I'm not really sure. There's lots of different things that we can do at this point, because it kind of branches off and opens up the thing, but I think I said we were going to kill the bell gargoyles after this guy. So let's do that. Let's go kill the bell gargoyles and get those guys out of the way. They're not too bad. I will tell you, I'm going to do a tail cut on the bell gargoyle, so if I happen to miss it, I'm going to drop off the building and die. So I can get the tail cut. Show you what they got, what that's like. Go ahead and level up if you haven't. And we are going to get one in intelligence so we can talk to Griggs. And let me see, maybe 2 in attunements. So they get another slots. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Of course, we don't have any other magic at this point to use, but there we go. Okay, be mindful of the hollows right here. And they are still here, and then the ones with the torches, they're still there too, so be careful with them. So just basically work your way back through and get back to the crow. The big crow, not the smaller crows, the trading crows. Just get back to the big crow, so he'll take you back to Lord Inn. So, straight demon, not too bad. You guys were able to kill him, no problem. So this game is a lot easier than you thought, ain't it? Alright, this time it doesn't give you a cutscene. You get a ball up, and then it'll take you away. Alright, we are back at Firelink Shrine, so make your way around onto the top of the building. Try not to fall right here, because if you do, then you'll probably die and have to go all the way back to the Undead Asylum and take the crow again. So, if you can avoid the death, that would be optimal. So, just go ahead and jump down, take a little leaps here and there, nothing big. Grab yourself the bonfire again. Since we're gonna fight the gargoyles, I do want to show you how to summon if you don't care about the tail cut, because you can get the tail cut later. There's another gargoyle later in Orlando. There's actually 2 more you can keep the tail cut to get this item if you want, but it's just easier off the gargoyles, the Bell gargoyles, if you do it that way, because they're just, I don't know, like bigger. They seem like they're bigger targets. They don't attack as aggressively as the ones in Orlando. At least that's how I feel, but it could be completely wrong. So go ahead and make yourself human again if you haven't. You get, I lost at least on that first fight there, or that straight in the fight. Grocer Hollowing. Now we're gonna head back up to the church, the Undead Church. Let's look at Loretta, see if he'll give us any more levels on her flame. Yeah, we get one more. That'll hurt. There's 3. We get a +3 flame. Okay. So it looks like Rhea and her group have went down to the catacombs. And we got Petrus back here.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Look at you gone. My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life. Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so. Oh, I'm sorry, sometime.
Okay. So he'll still sell us miracles, but it looks like he's kind of separated himself from Milady or Rhea down the catacombs. So, alright, just take the elevator back up. Just put you back at the undead church. Take a sharp left. Be ready for this Baldur Knight. He's gonna come after you probably right here. So, but it shouldn't be too tough to kill. Take him out, and then you got your, remember all these hollows that are in here, they're going to come after you, just kind of work through them. You definitely don't want them chasing you up this ladder, so kind of get their attention and then just walk them back into this hallway. Take them out a little bit at a time. Not too bad. Alright. Anyways, when you're ready to take on bell gargoyles, go ahead and climb the staircase, and then there's a ladder right here. And if you've saved Lautrec, you can summon him over there. Alright? And if you ask Solar to help you out, you can summon him right there. So you can get 2 summons again to help you with this fight, and they will kill the gargoyles by themselves if you let them, if you want to do that. But we're not going to summon these guys because we want to get that tail cut, and if they fight them, they'll kill them fairly quick. So we want to avoid that because we want a tail cut. So anyways, in we go. Remember, if you die, it's no big deal. Just come back, try it again. Such a cool cutscene. What you want to do is just try to get behind him if you can, and land an R2 on that tail. If you want to get the tail cut. At this point, you're leveled up quite a bit, so if you hit him, there you go. There's the tail cut. That's what you want. With that gargoyle eyes. There's one, and the other one's gonna come. So you have to get the tail cut on that first one, because the other one like comes down with no tail. So if you want the tail cut, you gotta get it on the first one. And that's it. Some those gargoyles. And we got the helmet. It's cool. Let's take a look at our items we got here. So we got the helmet, alright. Helm of the Gargoyle, an enchanted creature that guarded the Bell of Awakening in the belfry of the Undead Church. This bronze helm was for mere appearance's sake, as gargoyle skin is naturally hard. Little in the way of defense can be expected from it. And then we also get that axe. So we'll read that. Gargoyle tail axe. Sliced tail of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening, the Undead Church, or patrolling in Anderlando. So, like I said before, you can get it there too. There's 2 of them in Anderlando. It can be used as a bronze battle axe. Bends dramatically during large attacks, owing to its nature as a tail. So, all right. So look at that. You beat the gargoyles, man. You are right on top of stuff. No problem. Easy, easy. So go ahead into this tower, and we're going to climb this ladder right here. This is going to take you up to the bell, the first Bell of Awakening, and we're going to ring that here just shortly here. Now, be careful when you go back down this ladder, because if you don't get the ladder, you're going to fall to your death. You will die from that fall. Absolutely. And try not to hit the circle button off of this ladder, because you will backstep and fall that way off to your death. So it's like, they don't give you any leeway, man. If you beat the gargoyles, they're like, yay, now you can climb this treacherous path to death if you're not careful. So, anyways, climb this. You'll see the bell right there. So there's the bell of awakening. And we are going to pull this lever and ring it. Alright. Give yourself a round of applause. You got the first bell of awakening out of the way. Now, remember, as our crestfallen warrior said, there's two. So now we gotta go find the second one, right? The second bell of awakening. But I think what we're gonna do first is head down into the Darkroot Basin. We'll do that next. Darkroot Basin. And we have a very nice NPC right here that we're about to meet. Ta-da! He kind of scares you when you see him because he looks like an enemy a little bit. Like, so don't hit this guy. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. So do not hit him. So you come down this and you turn around and you're like, oh my gosh, what's that? Don't hit him. Anyways, this guy here, he absolves your sins. So like, say you, say for example, you're in Firelink Shrine and you see that crestfallen warrior, you're like, you know what, I'm going to attack him. I don't really like his face. And you can't beat him. Every time he sees you now, he tries to attack you. Well, if you come talk to this guy and give him souls, you can erase that, and it will make him not hostile to you anymore. Now, if you kill him, it doesn't bring him back alive. He's just not hostile to you anymore. Yeah, if you kill an NPC at all, then this guy can't resurrect him, but he can make him not hostile to you. It does come in effect later. If you like, there's a covenant in the forest that you can join, but if you kill anybody in the covenant, then you break that, right? But if you want to rejoin the covenant, you can come talk to this guy. He'll absolve your sins, and you can rejoin him. But the NPCs you killed will not be back. If that makes sense. So, anyways, this guy's name, I can't remember what his name is. It's not Oscar. It's something else.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Career. Thou art a friend. Me. Oh. Cometh out to complaints. He who sins
Okay, he gave it a gesture. So if you want to get rid of your sin and fix anything that you messed up and you have NPCs attacking you and stuff like that, just go to request absolution, and then you have to pay the cost in souls, whatever that is, and then you'll have it reversed. So let's see what he has for sale. Purging Stone, breaking curses. He has this indictment. I'm not really sure what this does. It's an online item, but it's like, I think it like, let's see, indicted player will be added to the list and forces souls to one thing. Okay, so basically it's like a revenge deal, like if you're killed by another invader, but I don't think I've ever seen it work, as far as I know. Maybe you wouldn't see it work, but... And then you have the Book of the Guilty. So it's all like Dark Moon, Blaze of the Dark Moon related items. You can't even join the Dark Moon Covenant until you're in Anor Londo, so... He has a spell, Karmic Justice. He has a Belka's Talisman, and got a couple of rings we can buy. No, we're not gonna buy them right this second, but... Actually, no, I'll say that. Poison Bite ring might be something we'd like to have, but we'll get it later.
no one will from any charge. It is only human to commit a sin.
See that laugh? It just sounds evil. It just sounds so evil. But he's our friend, so don't kill Oswald. He's a good dude. Anyways, our next destination is Darkroot Basin. Alright, Darkroot Basin's got a big, giant Hydra in it that we can kill now because we have the Rusted Iron Ring. So if you don't have to have the Rusted Iron Ring to kill him, but it makes it a lot easier. Trust me. So we're going to go down and take out the Hydra and get him out of the way, because you have to kill the Hydra if you want to access the DLC for the game. So yeah. So head back this way. We're going to go back towards the blacksmith, because that'll get us into Darkroot Garden. Don't forget you got 3 hollows out here, a couple of sword guys, and a crossbow dude. Take those guys out, no problem. And we're still flagged for PvP at this point, so we could get invaded in Darkroot Garden, Darkroot Basin, which is fine, no big deal. We get invaded, no, but it's alright. So, anyways, go ahead, rest here. You already killed this bonfire, so you don't have to worry about getting the 10. Repair your equipment, probably be a good idea. Let's see. I don't think I have enough, but I was gonna try to buy the item for the door, but we'll get it later. Maybe level up our Vite a little more. Some more. Yeah, one level. Alright. Alright, so Darkroot Basin is... It's got a big waterfall in it. There's some crystal golems. There's also a crystal lizard you can kill. But it's also where Dusk is. Dusk is the NPC in the game that has a great deal to do with the DLC. So... The DLC, by the way, is called Artorias of the Abyss. And if you have the Remastered Dark Souls, then you can have it on there, so... Alright, be careful right here, because if you walk off this ledge, you're gonna die. So just kind of follow the path around here. Darkroot Basin. There's a key bonfire that you will need to get right here that's kind of important. But try to kill this lizard if you can. And you can manage to get to him before he disappears. Sometimes he'll just kind of disappear and out of the way he goes. But you got lucky and got him. So good thing there. Anyways, there is a key bonfire that you want to get. I'll show you where it is. There is a halberd type Black Knight guarding it, so be careful. He can mess you up if you're not prepared to fight him. Alright, leather armor, longbow, leather feather arrow, leather gloves, leather boots. Let's look at that. Let's see, we are... There we go. Okay. Armor made of soft leather, very common type of protective gear. Ooh. Yeah, so nothing special there. We had a long bow too, right? Let's do that. Large bow, projectile weapon for experienced hunters. Equip arrows to use. Okay. Alright, so hop down there. This is where the halberd knight is, so be careful. You can be kind of tough if you're not careful. Once you walk around that corner right there, he's going to aggro you, or aggro onto you, so just let him follow you up here and then you just kill him like normal.